Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 27th of September 2020. Welcome to video number 275. Today I want to talk about how talking to yourself may help you solve basically any problem that you can have in your relationship. And you may say, brother, you've got some issues. And listen, I know that it sounds crazy, but let me take you through that process and tell me that at least to some degree that it doesn't have any merit, and tell me that it's not going to work, at least to solve some of those issues. So first of all, I want you to kind of look at the last meaningful period of time. That may be last weekend, last week, last month, maybe last year. It all depends what kind of period of time has some meaning, has some significance. And then ask yourself a question. How is basically your girl seeing this period of time? Is it something that was extremely positive or extremely negative or something in between? I want you to be able to kind of put yourself in a position to be able to kind of stand next to yourself and observe yourself from her perspective. And let's say it straight, even if it's not spoken out loud, you know what was wrong. You know what are your flaws, you know what kind of things that you're struggling with, and you know what she might say. So I want you to kind of say it. I want you to kind of list the things or list the characteristics that will characterize this time and your behavior in that time and the results of all of this. And I want you to name like three most important ones. And three positive and three negatives, just to be fair. And for this kind of exercise, I like to take a piece of paper and write it down. So you might want to pause the video because most of you are going to watch it, out of recording, not live. Pause this video and kind of go through, take a piece of paper, take a pen, or maybe a tablet, whatever you use to note, and write those three things down. Because maybe positive things are where, like, we had a plan to do this or that, we were able to do that, that was great, amazing experience, we're going to both remember that for years to come. Cool. Maybe we've planned to make some moves, do some changes in our life, we were able to successfully finish that, we were happy, some chapters in our life were closed, that was great, awesome. But then list the negative things. See, that's where the problem lays, right? With negative things that you want to change. So, listen, maybe you've been aggressive in your relationship. Maybe you've been the person who basically made life with you not really as easy as she would like to. Maybe you've been passive. Maybe you did nothing. Maybe that's exactly the problem, that you did nothing. That she tried to poke you to help you get up out of your chair and do something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you've lost some money because you tried to invest it in something and it just went down. Or maybe you've been lazy. Or maybe who knows? I want you to list the things that you feel that in your bones, that if you would ask her to be honest with you, this is exactly what she'll tell you. And I want you to be honest with yourself, so you would know that this is correct. That this is not some, flaky way of covering your own tracks and your own problems. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself. And then when you've got the list, let's say that one of those is that you've been aggressive. Now ask yourself and put yourself in her position and try to imagine how you would like her to ask you to change that kind of behavior. And try to say it in the best way you can expect. The nicest, the sweetest, the most loving, I know, the one way that it kind of would touch you on a deeper level. Maybe you need something completely different. Maybe you need her to tell you, just, get up, do something with your life, find a meaning. Maybe you need this kick in your butt to change. Find the way that you would like her to talk to you. But I'll take the example of being aggressive. Maybe that was some crazy time for the last few months. You know that you've been aggressive. You know that you didn't make your shared life easy. Maybe you would sit there and think, I really like to see forgiveness in her eyes. I would like to hear that she said, listen, babe, I understand. I can feel that it was a tough time. But I feel when I come home, I feel danger here. I don't feel safe here. How can we do something about it? How can I help you to overcome whatever you're struggling with so it would change? And you see that, I'm imagining that she would ask you this way, that really nice way, will kind of put you in a position that you really, because you love her, you really would like to find a solution. But to find a solution, you've got to find a reason. So this is the second thing I want you to ask yourself. What was really the reason that you act like this for the last weeks or months? Because maybe you've been aggressive, taking that example, because, I don't know, maybe something happened in your workplace and, you've got tough time there and you struggle with this. You're angry all the time because the project went completely the opposite way as it's supposed to, and you cannot, you don't have a capacity to live this kind of anger at work or still deal with it there, but you bring it home. Maybe, the thing that happens right now in the world, it's struggling. You're struggling. It's hard to figure out how to deal with all of this, and you're scared. So then when you figure out that and, kind of drop every stupid excuse that you may have, it's like, because this and that, and you feel excused. No. Take the blame, take the kind of, see the situation as it really is. And now ask yourself, point number 3, how would you say, how she could help you? What is the solution that you would find suiting to help you make progress? To help her, in this example, feel much safer at home. That you would not be so aggressive, not so irritated all the time. And I want you to go wild, because many times, you'll be, it's tough to have this kind of conversations. It's tough to open up. It's tough to say something out loud. So we're in imagination right now. What would be the really the deepest thing that you could find to help her so she would help you? And maybe you will say, listen, I need you to support me, as we talked yesterday about support, right? I need you to tell me that I'm gonna be able to handle this. Maybe I need you to kind of understand that it's a tough time for me because of this thing at work, or this thing because of our financial situation. I want you to be understanding. I want you to take that into consideration, so you would not provoke me by doing something aggressive or being over emotional. Please have this in your mind. But if you go even farther, maybe you're going to get to like really intimate level of understanding of yourself, and you'll say, you know what I really need is her intimacy, her closeness physically. I need to know that I'm coming home and I can fall in the loving arms. No matter what happens, I need to feel that I can feel love here. More than usual, more than normal. And you see, that kind of thought, that kind of awareness about yourself and what you need, you will know that you reach that level. That this might be really crucial. That might solve not only this issue but a few others. So now, as obviously, I'm going to challenge you to talk to her about it. Because you see, The whole idea is to really be able to be vulnerable. Because you may say, "Oh my God, I'm not going to do this. I feel like a wuss. I will feel like I'm weak. I'm not acting from a position of strength. I'm showing my weakness." But you see, maybe that's exactly what you need. Maybe you're faking long enough, and she knows that you're faking it, and she tries to help you, but you're pushing her away because you want to be this macho husband. Listen, it doesn't work that way. Because one thing that you don't understand is that your girl feels what you feel, and she multiplies it by 10. So if you try to fake it until you make it, that you're strong, she'll feel that you're lying, and what she'll feel is not that you're strong, but she'll feel that you're lying, and you push her away. And that will complicate your relationship to the highest degree. That's why, listen, if you think that the strength is to fake it, try to be strong enough and have courage enough to tell her what you really feel. And as you imagine how she would tell you in the best possible way, the nicest kind of way, do the same thing to her. And just really sit down, take her, give her tea into her hands or something, or a piece of cake. Sit down and say, "Babe, I need to talk to you. Listen, this is what I discovered," because some crazy guy on the internet kind of pushed me to it. That was crazy, so I thought maybe it's worth a try. And I want you to understand, I had a last few months were tough at work, and I kind of struggle with where we are as a marriage. I need you to know that I'm really sorry that I was so angry, and I want to change, but what I discovered, I really need your love. I really need your kindness. I really need your understanding. I really need your support, and I really need your intimacy. I struggle, and I feel that helps me being close to you and feeling that I'm coming back home and I can feel love and physical closeness. That helps me to kind of reset. Would that be okay for you if I ask if you'll help me with this until we kind of figure out how to, to get out of this situation? That's strength, my friend. To be honest that way, to not only figure it out what's wrong, but to be honest to this point, that's cojones. That is why, this is what I want you to take from this video. I want you to really talk to yourself and really get to the root of your problem. And it's good to have this kind of conversation, put yourself in her shoes, because that will change the way you see yourself. You might be more critical than, being more critical than normal. And maybe that will push you to kind of really go deep and stop pretending. Because one thing that she really wants, and she always will, is for you to open up. Show her that you have some soft side. She wants you to know, or she wants to know that you understand what's wrong, and you're capable of sharing that, because that's what connects you. As from her position, brother, if you'll do this, you'll be surprised how fast she'll support you and how fast she'll be there to help you. Especially if she is a smart girl, and especially if you'll be able to really say it in a loving way. So think about it and do something about it. Because changing the way you act, changing the bad things that happen, changing the behaviors happen when you're able to really openly say what's wrong. What is the reason that you behave this way? Not to explain yourself, but to show what is the real reason. And be open about it. And then by giving her a chance to help you, to support you, and to help you to get out of this. Maybe just by being with you. If you liked this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, again, talk to me, DM me, contact me, and I'll be glad to do it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.